So for the people in the back, what up, what up, what up? It's your boys, the Dark Squad. I am Patrice.
Again, this is Eclipse.
Welcome to Live Music Mondays, Music Talking Trivia. So tonight we're going to do something a little bit the same, but a little bit different at the same darn time. So we're going to talk about a few things, and then we're going to just introduce thought, respectful discussion, and then we're going to cut the fool. I think the lineup's pretty simple. Agreed? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you want to do the roll call before we jump into the talk part of Live Music Mondays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tracy Wilkert, hey, thank you for joining. Sels, what's up? Mama Barnes. Who else we got in here? Kevin Porsche, the Atticus. And some unannounced folks.
Okay.
Y'all welcome too.
Please hit the like button. It does help. Okay. So tonight we're going to discuss, first of all, I've got some, we're trying to step our game up. Now, stepping our game up has made us late again, but y'all, we are working on it. Mm. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me clarify that. This one's never late for anything. I mean, if he arrives on time, he's late. But I'm struggling. But anyway, we are working on it, and we also wanted to introduce some new things. So Dion, as you guys know, is just a wizard at all of this podcasting sound. If it's digital or sonic, he's got it. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to try to start introducing different things. Dion has the ability to have us to bring some of you guys in the studio, so we're trying to explore that, and we're also trying to bring multimedia into the podcast. So that also took a little bit of a hiccup. So
yeah, moving forward, we're going to be doing a lot of new things.
Yes.
In a nutshell.
Well, thank you for the nutshell, because I'm not good at nutshelling stuff. I'll give you the whole novel version of it. I'm not good at the nutshell.
I'm straight to the point. I just jumps in.
Indeed. But that's what makes the charm. I'll give you the novel version, and he's going to give you 3 words. They'll say the same thing. Mm-hmm. There it is. Okay. So for tonight, we're going to start off our talk version with a question of what is equality in your mind? What does equal mean? And does equal mean equal for everybody? So trending the past 2 weeks are a couple of things. The car company Jaguar is trending, and so is the car company Volvo. So keeping in mind, what does equal mean, and does equal mean fair for all? Does equal mean inclusive for all? And also keeping in mind the question of when we are marketing a product or service, what are our primary goals? We are going to introduce to you 2 commercials back to back. We're going to ask you to pay close attention to both commercials. One is longer than the other, but I think it will be important to our discussion later to pay attention to both. So Dion is going to play a commercial from Jaguar, which is their new marketing. And then we're going to go right after that and play another car commercial from Volvo, and then we'll have a discussion.
Please give your thoughts.
Did the commercial go away?
Okay. Well, yeah, it did.
Okay. Did they see the whole commercial? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Now we're going to go to Volvo.
Said the sound is not great.
Uh-oh, they said the sound's not great.
It's not as important here, but it will.
Okay, for the second one, they said the sound will be important for this commercial.
So they said the sound?
Yeah, they said they can't
said
really
it
hear
wasn't
it.
great
The
on
sound's
that
not
one.
great.
What does that mean?
We ain't need
Okay,
the
hold
sound on that
Wait,
one.
the sound. They said wait, the sound. What does that mean? Let me ask. What does,
It probably was like, you know how the sound be going in and out, not that clear?
okay,
Maybe, I guess that's what they talking about.
how is the sound muddy? How is the sound unclear? Now, last time, didn't we cut something off? What was Chris saying?
Noise canceling. That
Is-
was from playing from the music from my phone, though. This is something completely different.
It's muted. We can kind of hear it, but it's in the background.
Okay. Well, they ain't need to hear nothing on that one.
This
anyway.
commercial,
The next one they
yeah,
need
it's
to hear, but not the
imperative.
first one.
Okay, so they said they can't hear it?
They said we can hear it, but it's muted like it's
It's
far away
muted
and in
like
the
it's way in
background.
the background.
So you say I need to turn it up?
Let's try that. Okay.
Alright, let's see if I can turn it up.
It's still low, but I can kind of hear it. Anybody cut it up?
She got something to tell you. Kids, but you're gonna be a grandma. I'm scared, Mom. Like, oh, the nights, the responsibility, and then you get this. I know. Bless you, you're so sweet. I've got this feeling that we're gonna have a daughter. Just as stubborn as her mom. That's the legacy she went into. She might be raising a child now.
We have to go through this, but we know
No, I know. I think we should have did what we did last time. What kind of would have been hard to figure out
I
with
just
just us
want to
though.
say and do the right things, you know. I want to see the world with her. Also be happy staying home,
What made you watch this?
letting her be a kid.
This commercial is just like.
You guys hear it on your phone?
Oh, we're
Ours
not
is
on our
turned
phone.
down.
Yeah, our phones are turned down because they echo.
I want to see her fall in love,
Watch the commercial.
but I also know what that means. And I know she's gonna bend the rules just like I did. One day I'll have to let her go. I'm excited to hear what she learns about the world, herself, what she adores, what she hates.
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, I know what it is.
It all depends. Like, there.
I know what it is.
All right, how do we get the mic back to us? If we just speak, will they hear us still?
You said what?
If we just start talking, will they hear us? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So again, when we are doing new things, it's going to be, there's going to be some learning curves. But Dion.
In other words, it's going to start off bootleg in the beginning until we fine tune it.
Yes, but by the time we fine tune it, we'll be able to pull y'all in and out, put in commercials, his music. So we're on to some things. So basically, I know the commercials, for some of you, you couldn't hear it. The first one, I don't think audio was necessary. So that's Jaguar. So Jaguar has taken a bold new direction, and they have hired DEI, which for those of you that don't know stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. These people are at the top of the marketing, and their goal is to change and to have Jaguar be an inclusive environment. Volvo dropped their commercial, and Volvo, on the other hand, has gone in a different direction. So the questions are, what is equity? What does that even mean? And does equity mean that everyone's voice will be heard? In marketing, is equity important, or is understanding your client base and your customers the ultimate goal? Thoughts? We have two different car companies that have dropped new advertising that they both spent a tremendous amount of money and time on. These are car companies. So what are our thoughts as far as the commercials and as far as how the marketing went? Okay. And that is correct, Fun Lover. The goal is to have our podcast be a little less ghetto every time. That is indeed the goal. I'm glad you caught it. Okay, so Fun Lover says equity means everyone has access to the same opportunities, but that oftentimes must turn into a discussion of equity in order to bridge the gaps and create the equality. Well, good Lord, this sounds like a thesis paper. You better go, girl. Okay, all right. So let's talk about it a different way. Let's say that because these two commercials both are about equity. They're about including people that they feel speak to their brand. So in trying to be inclusive and in trying to equalize and give equal access, how far should that go? So let's say we have a job, and DeMarquavius Jackson is applying. And DeMarquavius Jackson, the person that he's applying against, once you get through everybody, and it's like 2 candidates left, is Colin Barrington III. Colin Barrington III is not rich. He actually comes from a trailer park. And DeMarquavius is from the hood.
Hold on real quick before you move forward. Who the hell is DeMarquavius?
He's a hypothetical person. What color do you think DeMarquavius is?
I'm just sitting there thinking.
What color do you think DeMarquavius is?
He exists? Who the hell is
He's
DeMarquavius?
hypothetical. So we have
All
a job situation with two.
I just need to clear that up.
Okay, yeah, but with 2 people, I'm
Who's
glad
a
I
little
made it
creative
real
with
to
the
you.
name. DeMarquavius.
All right, okay. I'm not
You
gonna
in the fuzz?
I'm not gonna mention a race. I'm not mentioning a race. I'm just
All right.
saying names. Okay.
Brother DeMar.
Oh, which you called him brother. How do you know what race he is? Okay. So we got Mark from
Not Mark.
from Southwest, and then we got old Barrington III.
Barrington.
Will you shut up? I'm trying to get a point
All right,
across.
cool. These names is killing me right now.
Did you not get a visual?
Oh, I got a visual line. A visual.
Trying to say something without being thrown off the YouTube. Okay.
All right, go ahead. You killing me with these names, but go ahead, finish.
Anyway, so Mark and then Barrington III are for the same job. Now Barrington III is coming from the trailer park, and Mark is from. If you don't quit.
I can't get through. So you're saying Barrington is crazy work. Barrington, yeah.
This is supposed to be the serious section. This is supposed to be the serious section of the podcast.
Not on this podcast. They don't play that in. Woo! Young Barrington.
The third.
The third. There's 3 of them? Lord Jesus, no.
No, that's not. What's wrong with that? Oh, yes, there are 3 of them.
No.
So you can be a junior, but
Woo.
the Barringtons can't have a 3rd? If you had a boy,
Barrington.
I hope that you would name him. I thought he would be.
Well, here's enough for us. We's good.
He wouldn't be little Charlie.
Not at all.
Really?
Hell no.
So there's no Charles Jr. Bronze Jr.
Priest Magic, what up?
There's no Charles Bronze Jr.
No. We good. Damn sure shouldn't be 3 Barringtons.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay, Priest Magic. I'm trying to get some sense into the room. Okay, so we just watched the new Jaguar commercial and we just watched the Volvo commercial. So we're trying to figure out, does equity mean equal and for everybody? Or by the very DEI definition, is someone going to get left out? So in the scenario that I just presented, we have 2 people. Hold on to yourself. We have DeMarquavius Jackson, no race mentioned. And then we have Colin Barrington III. Neither one of these 2 are people of means. Barrington III comes from the trailer park, and Mark, as we call DeMarquavius for short, he lives out in Southeast somewhere. So he's somewhere in the hood. If these 2, I'm trying to get through the question.
You didn't see Priest Magic coming. I am so done.
See what I'm trying to have a serious discussion with you Negroes again? Okay.
You didn't see his coming. I just happened to glance at that.
I'm trying to have an educated discussion with y'all. Like, tag on it.
Man.
Okay.
You
so-
brought that here? Of all places? Woo, go ahead.
Well, no, wait.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
This is Dark Squad, and I approve of this message.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Whether or not that may be true, Priest Magic, whether or not that is true,
Hilarious.
they are up for the same job. Okay. And with all qualifications equalized, do we give it with DEI initiatives? Does Mark get it just because he may be black? I didn't say he was. I didn't say he wasn't. Or does young Barrington III, does his family not also deserve generational wealth and to get out of the trailer park? What do we think? And if it's equality or equity that we're going for, Barrington III's people are as poor as Mark's. So are we equalizing things, or are we creating more inequity by saying that this qualifier puts you in a different category? What
That
say
was
we?
my question.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I was sitting up here thinking the same thing. Though.
Wait a minute.
I was literally sitting up here thinking what he just said. I was just about to ask you that same thing. That determines a lot.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
I have a question here to help with your guidance of your thoughts. Okay. Who is hiring, white old money or white new money? So the employer makes a difference on whether Mark or Barrington III gets it. Okay. And then Celsius said, we not if it's based off the name.
So when they look
So
at
when
their
they
resumes
the
and
Mark
applications, and they come past
Barrington
the Marco
III.
Aquarius and Barrington, who do you think is getting skipped over? Marco Aquarius? Oh no. Barrington. Now that sounds more like something for a company. Call the Barrington guy. Get him in here. Let's see what Barrington has to offer. Sounds like a good fit. Don't you think so, Nick? Nope. Quavius ain't getting that damn job.
Quavius is still unemployed, is what you're saying. So Quavius would not.
That way I see it. I don't see Quavius getting the job. He up against him named Barrington.
Ooh.
He took an L. He ain't getting that job. Nope.
Whoa. Oh Oh my goodness. Okay.
No one from the lands of Niagara Falls is going up against Barrington.
Kevin Porch said with the name of Barrington, he gonna get it over Mark. He said
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about the initiatives? What about what as the old people used to call it, affirmative action? Y'all still think young Mark ain't got a chance here? Okay.
Against Barrington? No.
Oh wow. And then Priest Magic said, white old money is hiring Barrington, new is hiring Mark. That with them both being equal in education. So he said he don't care what alleged diversity initiative that they have. If it's white old money, they're going with young Barrington every time. If it's the new school who
They're
is
still laughing at Barrington. No, we gotta talk about this.
the third. Put some respect on young Barrington's name.
Hold on. So when you was at home thinking, conjuring this up, how did you come up with these names? Like, were you really sitting around
No,
like?
I did. I just thought to myself, if I, this is gonna sound a little bit non-PC. If I had to name a black boy,
You came up with DeMarco Cuevas.
no, and I wanted no doubt on his resume on what his race was, what would you call him?
Oh no, I'm just curious.
I came up with DeMar Cuevas. Just came up, and Jackson came up.
Oh, DeMar.
DeMar Cuevas.
DeMar Cuevas. Okay.
Yeah, Mark for short. Mark's what they call him. And then if you were thinking of a quintessential blue-eyed, blonde-haired, what would you call him?
Not Barrington. There's a million other.
The third? Really?
names. You can keep the third.
I keep the third. Okay.
There's a lot of other names, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with Barrington. That one's just wow.
Does it nail the image home?
Absolutely.
What color did you think Barrington was?
It nailed it. A little too good.
All right.
A little too good. But that's who the people
Okay.
talk about.
So Tracy said, remember why we have DEI in the first place. We have Ebony, Essence, the Old Jet, BET, etc. because we had issues. We had to start our own. So it's the same. We don't get the same treatment. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is true. My mother actually, and it boggles my mind now that I didn't badger her for more details while she was alive. Most of y'all know I lost her about a year ago. But my mother actually went to a segregated school and drank from the, oh Lord, they back at it again.
Yes.
And drank from the coloreds only fountain, which is not even imaginable to us today. So at that time, and even times after, there had to be an establishment of hours only because there was not a universal hours. So we had to establish hours only. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the Barrington discussion. Oh no. Okay,
They
Barrington
Barrington
sounds like you look like the guy on Family Guy with the extended jaw. Okay. No one said what Barrington Third looked like. He's up. He just wants to get his family out the trailer park.
That name, it just gives you so much to play with.
Put some respect on young Barrington's name.
So many things you could go
He's
with.
trying to do the same thing Mark is
Young
trying to
the
do.
Third. What was his last name? I can't even remember his last name.
DeMar Cuevas?
No, the Barrington.
Barrington is his last name. His first name is Colin.
Oh, Colin Barrington.
Colin Barrington the Third. Yes. Okay. Oh goodness. This discussion is going left. No pun intended.
I just said Priest Magic. He said, "Bro, got a brother named Grover." I am done. And a sister named Joseph. Groverton.
The Barringtons want what we all
my
want in life.
Oh my goodness.
Grover, Jocelyn,
Woo.
and Colin, they all want the same thing we all want. They want to get out of the
Oh
poor
my goodness,
neighborhood.
this is hilarious.
Lord have mercy.
This didn't go the way you thought it would.
It didn't.
This did not go the way you thought.
Not at all. It did not. It did not.
Can't even focus. I think your names just went in the commercial.
Yeah.
It was the name.
It just
Woo!
it went immediately.
They bucked us left.
All right. So, as far
Oh
as
my
marketing is
God.
concerned, many of us know Jaguar to be a luxury brand. James Bond drove a Jaguar in commercials. There are old school antique Jaguars in museums. And for those of us who have seen Jaguar, it has that Jaguar in Leap that when the car cuts on, it comes kind of whoop and comes up out of the hood of the car. So you're like, oh, look at that. So in the new commercial, we don't see a car at all. Do we think this is a good marketing technique? Well, we do see a lot of colors. We do see a lot of diversity and inclusion, but we don't see a car. So from a marketing aspect, do you think that that is a good decision because it does get people to talk about it? It does get people to view it, but the product that they're selling is notably absent. Good marketing move, bold strategic marketing move, or just in terms of marketing, did they miss the mark? Now, Volvo's commercial has also gone viral because Volvo actually went in the completely other direction. They went for nuclear family, they went for old school values, and they really tried to target their commercial around the birth of a new child. And what they tried to imply in the commercial was that this is a car that you can use for life, whether from the birth of your child to the expectation of your child to passing this car down to your child. And it has the added benefit that the car stops on its own, even for things that you don't see. So it's protecting life. And as such, this is a car that will keep your family safe. It'll keep your loved ones, from injuring people or being injured. So that's the direction that they went in. And they did put a car in their commercial. What do we think of the two different car commercials and the marketing techniques that they use?
I absolutely agree with Fun Lover's comment. We can start back from the top, though.
Okay.
But go ahead. You can read the comments.
All right. So Tracy said Barrington would probably get the interview versus Shaquan if you had to just go on the name. I do agree with that. Unless they have some strong DEI initiatives, Shaquan ain't getting in the door. Okay. Fun Lover said I won't buy nothing that you're not proud to show me. I need to see what you're offering for the money. So if there's not a car in the commercial, what the heck? I'm not buying it. And they actually included the car. I didn't see no Volvo I'm sorry, I didn't see a Jaguar in the Jaguar commercial. I see no car.
She's talking about the Volvo
Oh,
commercial.
okay. Oh, no. Priest Magic said, now I know Colin Samuel Barrington III is a Jamaican from Kingston. Okay. Who fought his way to the top of the corporate ladder. Wait, what? He no rod boy, man, then gentleman.
I think it's supposed to be rude boy.
Oh, this is okay. How do we get down this rabbit hole? Okay, so marketing for Alexis is genuine. Alexis, because it's actual facts. What are we talking about here? Do you mean
we're talking about the car and it was meant to be marketing for a Lexus?
It's a Volvo commercial.
I don't get it either. But that's why I'm trying to clear it up.
All right. To be clear, I wasn't going to buy a Jaguar either way, but you can at least show me what will continue to sit on your lot.
I 100% agree. Nothing about that commercial says, "Oh, let me go get me a Jaguar."
You don't even know what the new Jaguar looks like from that commercial.
Now, on the flip side,
Okay.
I thought the commercial was ass. I'm just gonna put it out.
How's it the flip side?
No, the flip side is that is a very common thing that I see, though. I see commercials all the time where the commercial has nothing to do with the product.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell does this make me want to get a bar of soap? Like, it'd be something crazy.
Yeah.
So that is very common, but that commercial was an S show. I'm going to just put it that way. It was horrible.
So,
I don't ever want to see it again.
Okay, thank you. So people are saying that even the slogans across the screen didn't have to do a car, like copy nothing, break molds, that it's not like live life at full velocity. I mean, the commercial still would have been the same, but at least you could have had references, and I'm making these up off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. Floor the pedal to your dreams. I don't know, something that actually talks or at least leads the mind back to a car. So Jaguar's stocks have plummeted since that commercial has been released. They have
Since the commercial's been released.
Since the commercial was released, their stocks have plummeted.
And Priest Magic's comment, based on what you just said, makes a whole lot of sense.
Okay, what happened? Women look sexy in a Jag. Men look okay. What? Really?
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Think about it.
So what Jaguar owners have said is that they felt that Jaguar had a brand, that the brand was, as Priest Magic said, it was sexy, that it was you thought moneyed, you thought established, you thought arrived, and sometimes you thought either very very sexy women or older established gentlemen. They also mentioned that the age group toward which this commercial is targeted normally doesn't have enough ends yet to even buy a Jaguar. So why would you target a demographic that normally hasn't arrived at the monetary status to purchase such a high-end vehicle? And then some people ask, when was the last time you saw any of these people in the commercial getting out of a Jaguar? We've seen on Volvo, we've seen a mom getting out of a Volvo, we've seen a dad getting out of a Volvo, but we've never seen anyone in your commercial getting out of a Volvo. And these were the things that people mentioned on social media. So by being so inclusive with Jaguar, do you think that they left out, that it wasn't equity because they left out a critical percentage? They left out their core audience. Their core audience hates the commercial. I'm not a
As
Jaguar
they
owner,
should.
so I can't speak to to that. But their core market, or the people that Jaguar has consistently marketed to over decades, they hate it. Jaguar also did something else. They changed the logo. So that the Jaguar leaping is now a flat. It's not 3D anymore. It's a flat face. I don't. It's no cat I've ever seen. They say it's a Jaguar. I don't know what type of cat this is, but it's some kind of type of cat face. It's very flat with the cat's with his two fangs at the bottom up. So it's like, but all you see is a cat face. So, and I think some of the luxury of Jaguar was having the car cut on and that Jaguar in mid leap coming up out. So this would just be a flat. And they also changed the iconic font of the way the word Jaguar is written. Uh-oh. Okay, so, all right. So yes, Tracy, Jaguar was associated with elegance and sophistication. And so a lot of the people who own Jaguars now are saying, I wasn't included. In your push for equity and inclusion, you left me out. And I've owned the Jaguar for decades. My dad owned the Jaguar. I wasn't included. So in our goal to be equitable, do we almost always leave someone out who's not included? Can we ever be equitable if someone is by default going to be left out? How do you think that works? Oh, welcome, Diamond Davis.
Oh, Diamond Davis is here? Thank you for joining, Diamond Davis. Welcome.
Like a saber-toothed tiger, correct. Like, and just the face. And I'm like, that Jaguar jumping out of the thing in the woo, that was kind of cool. I don't know who wants a flat-faced tiger or some kind of cat on the top of their car doing this. I'm not really sure that that's what I would want in a car. I mean, but I won't be buying a Jaguar, and so it is what it is. Okay, so Fun Lover said it's not about excluding the core audience. It's just cheap because they're pandering and no one is buying it, just to market to your audience as usual and stop faking. So, so I think that in considering who is buying and who is not, should that be the top priority, or should it be pushing the envelope? Because sometimes that works. Some of the audience is aware that Budweiser, the beer company, took a similar direction, and that just like Jaguar's stock is tanking, Budweiser took $1 billion with a B. They took $1 billion hit when they tried to pivot their marketing from conventional, what you think of conventional Budweiser commercials, to something a little along the lines of Jaguar. And after they took that $1 billion with a B dollar hit, they tried to recover. And to this day, they haven't fully recovered from taking that hit. So the Volvo commercial, do you think that by focusing on traditional family values that they were inequitable because they left a subset of the population out? What do you say about the Volvo commercial? I would agree. So Fun Lover says, if in marketing, you cast a wide net and you focus on your bread and butter. So whoever's been buying your stuff, cast the net and focus on them. Try to pick up some stray fish on the side, but make sure that you keep your core marketing audience in in view. And then Fun Lover said the commercial was way too pointed, completely outside of Jaguar's historic market. And I agree with that. Whether you agree with the content of the commercial, you think it was bold, and you think it was new, which it's definitely bold and it's definitely nouveau, but the company missed the mark of their core audience. And is that equitable? So anyway, to conclude, Jaguar's stock is just in a free fall. People have stopped buying. Some have sold their stock, and some car owners are saying they'll never drive a Jag again, including the one that they have. Some car owners have started to put the Jag up for sale because they're saying this doesn't even represent with who I am. And a car, we all know that a car is an extension of your personality. We get cars that kind of are extensions of our personality, sometimes our belief system, and sometimes cars that just make us feel a certain way. So if that car stops making you feel a certain way, to a company that sells cars, could be a problem. All right. So, oh no, I'm afraid to read this one. What is Freeze Magic talking about? Okay. Okay. My slogan for Jaguar is Jaguar. Get a British car that you will never be able to find parts for, that will fall apart in style. And they did say that. There was a guy just going off on TikTok. He said, the only reason I bought your car that falls apart all the time is that it's ridiculously expensive to fix is because of the elegance associated with the brand and the way it made me feel. Now I got to sell it, is how he ended his TikTok video. And then Miller says, Jaguars are the best cars ever. I haven't ever driven one, but I no dispute here. Did you see the commercial, Miller? And do you
She ain't seen the commercial, I promise. But wait till you do see it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So in closing thoughts, is equity equitable? Can it be? Should it be? Or are there times when Mark really should get that job so that we can get his family out the hood for generational wealth, and young Barrington III got to live in the trailer park, for a little longer? What do we think?
And yeah, you know what? And she had a Jaguar.
Miller?
Miller had a Jaguar.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she need to see the commercial. Not now, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, we might have to revisit this as an actual former Jaguar owner, how they feel about it.
That would be
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So Priest Magic said Jaguar and Range Rover should have a race for which car will break first. And I don't think he means break as in I think he means break as in dissemble. Okay. Tracy was going to say something because I really want to know because a lot of us are people of color. And so a lot of us do feel that equalizing the playing field is something that should be done to give us, as Tracy was mentioned, equal opportunities to produce creativity, to award people that are excellent within our community who were not getting mainstream attention or mainstream awards or even mainstream compensation. So to that degree, and as I said, my mother was drinking out the colored only fountains. My mother went to schools where it was segregated, and where if you were told something by a person that was, Caucasian or in authority, they would call you girl no matter how old you were. So having your own spaces not only was critical economically, it also was critical from a survival standpoint. You couldn't be in certain places and you not be in danger. So coming from that historically, it is understood that we would want certain spaces and that we would feel that certain things have to be leveled in order to include us. But in doing so, in the case of Barrington III, who lives in a trailer park and whose family is also struggling, if it is not old white money, as Priest Magic put, and it's a new black, or it's Jaguar. Let's give it to Jaguar. It's Jaguar who's doing the hiring. Now, if Jaguar, the people who produced this commercial, are doing the hiring, do you think that Marquavius does not have a chance at this job over Barrington III? I think Mark's going to get this one. In this case.
Make a damn fool out of him.
You don't know what they have Mark do. Mark could be doing, I don't know, he could be doing the tech stuff.
No, it's going to be an agenda behind them hiring Mark, I promise.
We're asking about the job. We don't know Mark's job description. Okay. So, oh no. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So, with all due respect, we're not worried about Jaguar. No, we're not. Their stock is tanking. We have bigger fish to fry. And then
Facts.
Priest Magic said Barrington III didn't fight his way of kings to Jamaica to fail. Barrington's going to survive. So whether he gets Marcus the job or not, you say Barrington's going to be all right. Mark got it. Jamaicans only drive BMWs. Wait a minute. Barrington and Mark are from Jamaica? he created a whole side story. A whole
He
side
created
story.
family members.
Now,
Give a middle name.
and they're all both sides are from Jamaica. Lord
Oh
have
my
mercy.
God. This
Wow.
is hilarious.
All right. So
Now, I want to meet Groverton.
the brother.
I need to meet Groverton.
So
Oh,
all
my
right.
God.
So that's going to unless someone has something else to add. I think Tracy has something to say. She always has something thought
She just
provoking to
deleted
say.
her comment. I don't know what she was about to say. It says message retract.
Okay.
Maybe it
so-
was a typo or something, and she about to fix
I
it.
think so too, because our other one only had the letter W in it. Okay. So, yeah, it's just something to think about. Sometimes we are, so thoughtful about trying to include everyone until by default we disinclude someone.
Yeah.
And I think in terms of equal, oh goodness, that the thought process of does
Oh my
equity
God.
mean that by default somebody is out? And how does that promote real equity if there is such a thing as imperfect humans? Can we even really promote real equity? Because humans are inherently biased in some way, shape, or form.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna finish the comments and then we're gonna move on to the trivia section.
We got some backstory.
Oh no,
Mark Marcus from Chesapeake Street in Southeast Pataka.
that sounds like Mark. Now, if you know
Oh,
Mark
my
or
God.
the Marquavius, it definitely sounds like he's from Southeast. It sounds like that to me.
Tracy Rooker said, I kind of feel like we have gone back to the 50s, sort of.
In what capacity? And Kevin Porch is like Priest Magic's going
It's
off.
hilarious.
Okay. All right. Gone back to the 50s in what capacity? All right. So,
my
as
God.
we wait for your closing comments to come in, except for you, Priest Magic, I think you're done here.
I welcome every last one. Oh my God.
Okay, I can't even have a serious conversation with you, Negroes. Okay, all right. So, okay. So, we're gonna move on to the trivia section, and as you guys know, we'll still wait for your comments to come in.
She said her comment is there. I don't see it.
Oh. Okay.
All I see is maybe it was feel like
It's
the
up.
50s one.
Okay. I saw that. I kind of feel sort of like we've gone back to the 50s.
That must be the comment she's talking about.
Okay. She had a wonderful comment earlier about the fact that we had to create our own in order to the reasons why we have diversity, equity, and inclusion, because we were left out of these circles of excellence, of recognition of excellence, of arts, of dance, of humanities. We were not in the circles, so we
Right.
created our own. So I think it's a good discussion. And then if you all have the time, Apple has a commercial out, and they've done the same thing as Volvo. I believe that these companies are paying attention to what the companies pay attention to money normally, or so they paid attention to how this commercial has tanked for Jaguar, and Apple has come out with a commercial that it's called Heartstrings. And it kind of follows what Volvo did. It's a beautiful commercial. It's beautiful. So check that out when you get a chance. All right. See above that comment.
Before we move forward real quick,
Okay.
shout out to our sponsors, Hydro Water. You want to finish the rest?
I'm looking for the comment.
Greek Island Springs Water in them. Go to
Oh, no.
hydrowater.com.
Never mind. I will do
Get
it.
you some good water.
Okay.
Shout out to the Naked Face and the Man Pretty team. Beard oils, oatmeal milk, and something else soap. I can't remember, but the soap is bomb.
Yeah, I think it was honey in it. I think there was honey in it.
Oatmeal milk and honey.
I think
Tracy Rooker, what was the soap again? Oatmeal milk. Was it oatmeal milk and honey
I
soap?
know all three of them are in there, but I'm not sure what the order is. Okay. So, so officially, yes, we would like to thank Man Pretty. You guys know how hard we have had of a time of getting melanated sponsors. We're not really sure how, but they just wasn't coming through for us. But Man Pretty stepped up to the game and said, we're in, and we like we also like people that foster long-term relationships. Now, y'all know we did have Getty's Island Spices for a while with the rub up.
Yeah, we need to get back
We
to
got to
old
visit
Getty
Young
and
Getty
them,
again.
yeah.
But yes, so Man Pretty has different sets of products. They also have the Naked Face, which is what it's on IG. Man Pretty has a website. It's MANPRIDDY, and their products are for everyone. Again, we were at a photo shoot for him, and I was just rubbing my entire body down with the men's products. But
Yeah, good
they
work, great
absolutely
stuff.
work for everyone. And whether you have sensitive skin, or whether you're like me and just love things with a really nice aroma that kind of leave you naturally fresh, then Man Pretty definitely, or the Naked Face is definitely a brand that you need to
Or a
check.
bearded fellow like myself.
Yeah. Oh, look at the lines.
They got mustache oil and all that. Even if you just got a mustache, dip a couple drops of oil on your stash. They got it.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we always thank Hydra Greek Water, www.hydragreekwater.com.
.com.
And the water, as we always say, is delicious. Okay.
Which most likely will not make it through the show.
It usually never does. All right. So she said it was after Lover's comment. Okay. So Tracy said it was after Fun Lover. We have
We don't always see the same thing that they see. Like the order be different sometimes.
Yes.
So
Can
even
you
between the two of us,
copy and
the order
paste
of
it
the
for us?
comments.
Because we can't find it. Oh, and it's oatmeal, milk, and honey. The
Oatmeal,
soap.
milk, and honey. All right.
Okay. All right.
Well, the soap is all that. Oatmeal, milk, and honey. Remember that.
Okay, she said, okay, so Diamond Davis said, why is the bottle so pretty though? I mean, how can you call it Man Pretty? Oh, this
No, she's talking
bottle.
about the Hydra water bottle.
I don't know.
That bottle is fire.
We have loved the bottle since they started. So yeah, I don't know why they picked this bottle, but yes, we have always just been in
Nah, that
awe
bottle
of
is
the bottle,
everything.
and the water is delicious. Okay, so Eclipse has a line in one of his songs. What is that song about the mic and the apparatus? Just that one line.
Eminence at its finest. This is legendary status. One mic and the instrumental combined as my apparatus.
Okay, Eminence at its finest. This is legendary status. One mic and an instrumental combined is my apparatus. That line comes from his song "What's Cooking." So along the terms of that line, Eminence at its finest. This is legendary status. One mic and an instrumental combined is my apparatus. We're gonna go back to a spin on last week's question. So we're having a sing-off women's edition for the ages. This is legendary status. Eminence at its finest. One mic and an instrumental. No background dances. One mic and an instrumental combined is their apparatus. Women of any age, whether dead or alive,
Any genre.
and a battle, one mic and an instrumental. No background singers, no flashy lights, no naked, no nakedness. Oh Lord, what?
Priest Magic cut up the
So then
Oh, my
Barrington will make it
God.
out of the trailer park. So there it is. I'm going to drink to that.
Did you read that comment?
I did.
I'm saying, that bottle looked like it was designed by Barrington and Grover with help from Uncle Trevor. That's why I love this podcast.
All
There's
right.
comments like that.
It's ridiculous, but
Oh,
that's
my
what
God.
we do here. Lord have mercy. Okay, so getting back to the question. Legendary, one mic and an instrumental combined.
Female sing-off.
Yes, female sing-off for the ages. No background dances, no pyrotechnics, no people coming in from the ceiling. A mic and an instrumental.
That's it.
That's all we doing. Priest Magic, female version only first. I need you to keep to the rules of the game. Okay, females only first. Who's taking it?
Are we talking live?
Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Okay. One mic and an instrumental. No
Who y'all
background
going with?
dancers, no flashiness, no pyrotechnics, just the mic and that voice and the instrumental. Bianca said Whitney Houston.
Priest Magic say Shantae Moore winning everything.
Okay. Oh, so Shantae Moore is winning everything. All right. So we got Whitney
Houston
and Shantae Moore.
Shantae Moore. What else y'all got?
All right. Now you can even
Diamond Davis going with Patty.
go. Woo!
Trisha be hitting them notes.
Okay. Priest Magic is back with Shantae for a second vote. Okay.
All right,
You
all
only get
right.
one, but thank you for the double down. Okay.
Just
Joyce
Mom's
Barnes in
going
with
with
Patty.
Patty too.
All right. Oh, Brenda
Russell.
Bianca, didn't you already vote with Whitney Houston? Celsius said, yeah, Patty is clearing it. All right. We got Patty LaBelle. Anyone else with that one mic and the instrumental? Fun Lover said, I might be alone, but I'll throw. Oh, Celine Dion. If you can sing that daggone Titanic song, one mic and an instrumental combined is her apparatus. I say Celine is good. She's good in this category.
Nah, she is.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
My heart can go on.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Okay, all right. All right, Bianca said yes with
She
Celine.
agrees with Celine.
She got about 3 votes in the game, but we'll take it. All right. I'm surprised none of y'all said the person.
Miller, Toy, where y'all at?
There's a person that I expected to see in this category that no one mentioned yet. I wouldn't vote. I mean, for this, I wouldn't vote for her. My vote would be with Whitney. But I'm surprised she didn't pop up yet. So Tracy, going back to the DEI, said we hold on, let me make sure I can see. All right. So she said if we had a fair shot, then we wouldn't need any of it. And I think what she's saying is we just deserve our fair shot. If we had a fair shot, then we wouldn't need any of it. Black women have a double whammy. So I think that definitely this is a great conversation, and I love the way that we can have conversations where people have different viewpoints, but we all can collectively see the merit in what everybody is saying. So she said we need our fair shot. Okay, so we just need our fair shot. If we had a fair shot, then we wouldn't need any of it, and black women have a double whammy. Mm-hmm. All right. So, okay, and then moving back to the sing-off for the ages, Priest Magic said, hold up, what about Tina Marie?
Agreed. Tina Marie was
how can y'all leave Tina Marie out of this lineup? Definitely. All right, okay, is the conversation over for the sing-off of the ages? Who say you? Who you putting in the category?
In the cat, woo.
It could be somebody there or somebody that's not mentioned.
Let me see. Hold on. Come back to me. Let me have some time to myself.
Okay.
Think about this
All right. I'm
for a
going to
minute.
throw out 2 people that I didn't see in the comments. Is anybody going with Adele or Mariah Carey? I didn't see either
they
one of
both
them
been
pop up.
busy, yeah.
So who would I go with? This is rough. If I had to pick one, I do like some Celine Dion. And Whitney Houston's voice was just, it's non-duplicatable. You can't duplicate it. So I think that, I think I would have to go with Whitney and Celine, and I think I would put Tina in my top 3.
I don't know why my mind is going blank.
They didn't give you about everybody. And Priest Magic said how.
I'm trying to think of somebody else though that they didn't say.
You wouldn't put Adele in the category or Mariah Carey? Okay, Bianca said Mariah with the bomb vocals, absolutely. Toy said Patti LaBelle, Lisa Fisher, and Kiki Wyatt.
Okay.
Now speaking of Kiki Wyatt, do you feel that Kiki Wyatt is like the female Nick Cannon? She is.
In what way?
She just keeps having children.
Oh.
And she said that she has like an addiction to babies. So she loves all her children, I suppose. But she said once they're no longer babies, she needs a baby. So she keeps having children. Oh goodness. Okay.
These Magic said fat Adele.
And he put an exclamation
goodness.
behind it to make sure that
Fat Adele
Fat Adele
only.
only. Do we think that there's a difference in singing between chunky Adele and skinny Adele? Do we think that there's a difference in singing?
Oh
Now,
my God.
I will say that that Fat Adele, as Priest Magic calls it, I don't know. I'm not saying that Skinny Adele can't sing, but there was something
Nah,
about a Fat
something
Adele.
about Fat.
There was
There's
something about Fat Adele. I
'Cause Fat
was,
Luther was killing it. Or
That's
Skinny
true.
Luther. There's something about that fat.
yeah. Okay. And then Diamond Davis added Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Fun Lover said Mariah doesn't know when to stop. She would end up making me mad. Okay. Okay.
Skinny Adele is whack. The fatter Adele better.
Okay. All right. So
Wow.
So we only have Fat Adele in the running. We do not have Skinny Adele. We got Fat Adele in the running, and then somebody added Lettucey. Now you think Lettucey's? I've heard Lettucey's songs. But
I don't even know who that is.
I haven't heard her just go, song for song for song with like a Whitney Houston. Okay.
Nah, my pick would have been Patty, but they already said that.
No, you can pick somebody else. And
That's
then
what I'm saying.
Diamond Davis
my mind
said,
is blank. I can't
yes,
think of
because
nobody else.
Fat Kelly Price was better than Skinny Kelly Price.
It's something about that fat. I'm trying
I
to tell
think
you.
there's a consensus that
fat
we like
has
that.
its advantages.
Yes, that people like a fat version of the artist. What was that guy's name? Freddie.
Jackson?
Didn't he not sing as well when he was skinny? When he got skinny? He got skinny in later life. And
Yeah.
He wasn't the same either.
But I love the embracing of the fat though. I can appreciate that.
Because of the singing part, or just because you can appreciate the embracing of the fat?
Just embracing of the fat. Just embracing of the fat alone. That's all that matters to me. Embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel better about myself. You know what I'm saying?
Has nothing to do with the question at hand. Just
Nothing to do with the question.
Embrace
at
the
all.
fat.
Please embrace the fat. Welcome the fat.
All right. Oh, okay. So then Diamond Davis says she thinks it's the bellies, that the notes are coming from here.
Now, did they say it from your gut?
So you got to keep this intact in order for it to come from there. That is hilarious.
Diamond Davis, I hope you're getting your labs work tonight. We ain't done
Hit
yet.
the like button. Now.
Yes,
okay.
like button, please.
On the other side, still one mic and an instrumental is the apparatus. Who is taking it on the men's side? Men across the ages. Now this one's hurting me, y'all. This one's hurting me.
Ain't hurting me because I'm gonna jump right on.
I want to go with my boy Mike. I want to go with Mike, but Mike was magical. Not that the man couldn't sing, because we all know that's the case. But I said that it's based solely on vocals, and we all know that Mike was electrifying because of his total entertainment package. So if I take away Michael Jackson don't dance, and he
still had a hell of a voice though. His voice was super unique. Like,
will we
Mike's
put
voice
him
was
in the
serious.
category of
Just
Would you go to a Michael Jackson concert where he never bust a step?
I would say yeah, because it depends on what hits he was singing. If he sang the right songs, I think it would still make a bomb concert. Not as bomb, not ass.
Okay.
But I think it would still be an enjoyable concert.
I don't know if people would go to a whole. Well, Michael Jackson was he was legendary. But the expectation when you go there is that he's going to dance. All right.
I'm going to go with my man Luther.
All right, so we got Joyce Barnes said Luther.
Exactly.
Okay.
Going with Luther.
Tracy said that Adele thin thing is like Mary J without issues. Okay. And then Diamond, bring it back. David Ruffin.
Young David Ruffin.
Oh, not David. Okay. And not the Temptation. She went with David alone. Okay.
David Ruffin.
And then Fun Lover said absolutely. I think she's saying absolutely to the fat versions of the people and embrace the fat. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm sensing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Diamond said whether he's dancing or not, Michael Jackson belongs to the category.
I agree.
Bianca is thinking. And then Tracy said that Adele thin thing is like a Mary just without issues.
Nah, she just corrected the typos in the same. It's the same comment.
No, I'm just reading within.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the men. So far, all I have is Luther, David Ruffin, and Michael Jackson. We don't have no more singing men in history. This is all of them.
Come on now, where y'all
Does
at?
Babyface
Where is
belong in
y'all
the
at?
category? Who else was just singing for the men? Oh, Casey or JoJo.
Joy,
Do either one of
Miller.
them belong in the category?
For the men, where y'all at?
All right, just men, just singing. I can't. do we think?
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Hold up.
I like
definitely.
that.
Al Green.
Yeah.
All right, definitely. We got
Mhm.
it. That's why I'm like, this is cross the ages. We got to have some say. Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to jump in?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, let me hold on.
As long as we agree that you'd like
Let me
to
think
jump
of
in.
a solo
Yeah,
artist.
that you would like to jump in. We agree on that.
Nah, I'm gonna go with my man Prince.
Oh,
I'm definitely gonna go
did he
with
get left
Prince.
out? Oh.
I'm definitely go with Prince.
Oh, yeah.
You and I engage in a kiss.
And then anytime you can
Oh,
take it,
those yeah.
to, up there and then bring it down to the husky
Nah, I'm
voice.
gonna definitely
Yeah.
go with Prince.
Oh, definitely. I don't know how he got left off the list. All right, Diamond said Teddy said turn off the lights
He
though,
sure did.
and light a
He
candle.
demanded it.
Yeah, light a
He
candle.
demanded it.
All right,
Definitely got to go with
all right,
Teddy.
so we got Prince, Marvin, Al Green, Frankie Beverly, Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder, Michael Jackson, David Ruffin, and Luther Vandross is who we're saying for the men. Now I'm surprised.
Tracy Rooker, who you got?
Okay, yeah, Tracy, who do you have? A sing-off for the ages of men. Who's taking it? A mic and an instrumental. No background dancers, no pyrotechnics, just the singing. Singing. Who you got, Tracy? Now, I'm surprised after last week, none of y'all said Chris Brown. Because when we were on the dancing part, Chris's name kept coming up. But now that we're at the singing for the ages, Chris ain't made the lineup. And I'm not mad at it. But Chris didn't make the lineup. So Joyce Barnes said, I cannot believe I forgot Frankie Beverly. And then
yeah.
Toy said R. Kelly. I know this one's a controversial one. But if we're just talking about singing, let me think about this, though. Because y'all know I do like some free R. Kelly music. Does he belong in a Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, Al Green, Marvin Gaye category? Just on singing.
We see. That's a tricky one because
It was the package of R. Kelly, the beats and the presentation. I'm not sure.
well,
Not that he
the
couldn't
beats
sing.
would be the instrumental.
Yeah, but I'm talking. But can he hold it with a Luther? Do we think R. Kelly?
I don't think he can. He's on the same level as far as a Luther with, far as the vocals that he
Okay.
can hit.
Fun Lover said I like
But he
R.
can
Kelly,
go head to
but would
head.
have to sit this one out hard. No, I think I'm with you. I don't think R. Kelly makes the. I don't think he
Now,
reaches
first
the
of
bar.
all, Luther Vandross and Michael Jackson are two that's in the category of their own.
But
Luther
I- yeah.
Vandross is in. He's just by himself in that.
But I
category
think they
alone.
both belong in this category. though.
No. I'm not disputing that. I'm
Okay.
just saying that needs to be put out there.
Okay.
Luther was just different.
All right, and then Toy added Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you think he belongs in the lineup?
I could rock with Philip Bailey.
Okay, and Tracy is thinking. She said, Joyce Barnes said, I love R. Kelly. So you believe he belongs in this legendary lineup with Michael and Al, and Marvin
Prince.
and Prince. Ain't no way he hanging in this category. I don't think R. Kelly. I don't think he can hang in this category. I don't think he can. Okay, and Fun Lover got it in all caps. He is not holding it down with Luther and Michael.
Oh yeah. How
Oh!
did I forget Ron Isley?
Tracy, that's why we
Thank
need you. That's why we
Thank
need you. Okay.
Thank you. How did I forget Ron
So
Isley?
Joyce Barr says she
Crazy.
absolutely thinks R. Kelly belongs in this category with the singing. And then Tracy done brought us all back to reality and like
Nah, he got enough bangers to go head
Ron
to head.
Isley.
I'm gonna say
And
that
how
all
in the
day.
world do you have a man of that age?
He's one
who
of the
has-
most consistent artists
absolutely
ever
who
by
has songs
far.
from my
His
mama's time
consistency was undeniable.
straight through to present times. He's still doing. Usher brought him on the stage. The people went crazy. Usher brought him on the stage.
No, I'm
So,
definitely
yeah.
on there with Ron
Isley,
Isley though.
I'm in all the way.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, that was good. All right, we doing good here. All right, so we're gonna move over to hold up, they still coming in. Eddie Levert and Gerald Levert.
yeah.
So not Levert the group, but Eddie or Gerald.
Eddie
and Gerald. Right.
Eddie and Gerald.
Gerald.
Absolutely.
I'm with this. Okay. I got to go listen to some Ronald Isley, man. That and he's still is singing. All right, good list. All right, sir, we're gonna move into your trivia, and then we'll come back
We
to
moving
me.
into my trivia?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we got here for the kids.
All right, so while
All
he's, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
gonna start with something simple.
Okay.
Name a song that you didn't like at first, but end up becoming one of your favorites.
This has happened to me a bunch of times. I gotta think of one though.
I'll say it again.
I wish they stopped playing that song on the radio. And
Name
then
a
I'm
song
doing
that
this.
you did not like at first, but it grew on you and ended up becoming a favorite. I would assume they're thinking.
I'm thinking too, because I think what happens to me though is it's so insidious. It's so quiet in my brain until when
Diamond Davis says, Coco, here we go again. Okay.
I don't know Coco.
You don't know Coco?
You don't either.
No, I do.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know a lot of her, but I've
Is
heard a
she new
song
school?
or two. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Nah, I know who Coco is. She do got a couple bangers from what I heard, too. She got a couple good songs.
All right. Okay. Toy said, "Blame It on the Rain" by Milli Vanilli.
You didn't like it at first, but it became a favorite. Tracy Rooker says, "Can I get another female?"
Come on, this is the legendary list. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who you got? Who you got? This is the legends list. I can't remember the songs because it's like it happens so much over time.
What songs that you didn't like at first that ended up becoming a favorite?
Right, until by the time the switch happens, I'm like, but I don't always remember the exact titles. All right, so while you got one that you didn't like at first?
And on that same note, name a song that was definitely whack, but you liked it anyway.
Well, I know
With
Priest
full
Magic.
knowledge it was whack.
Priest Magic already gave us DDG last week.
Name a song that was whack,
Where
but
he
you liked
said
it anyway.
His music cranks and slumps at the same time.
No, not Coco from SWV. I don't think that's who she's talking about. It's a solo artist named Coco.
All right, so we already got DDG on the list from Priest Magic. So you said you liked it even though it was wiggity.
The song
whack.
was definitely whack, but you
Okay.
still liked it anyway.
These require thought.
All right, you go with something.
All right. Now we all have a story. If there was a movie of your life, who, and this can be from any genre of entertainment, who should play you? I need you to answer this too.
Who should play me
If
in the
there's
movie of my life?
in the movie of your life, who should play you? Now going back to Tracy and Bianca first. So Diamond Davis said the song she didn't like was "Our Spot" by Willow. Willow does have some songs that I was like, really?
Who's Willow?
Willow Smith. She's singing
Oh,
now.
okay.
And her music is a little odd, but it is odd catchy if you keep listening to it. At first it's like, but it is odd catchy. Bianca said, I originally didn't like Material Girl or like a version by Madonna, but they grew on me. And then Tracy Rooker says, Superstar Luther Vandross, originally by the Carpenters. I didn't like it until I heard further.
Luther. No, Luther's version smoked theirs.
But
And
if you love the original, when the new one comes on, you kind of don't like it at first.
Right.
Okay.
Nah, but it's crazy how Luther actually owned that song. He owned it, and that's rare that somebody else can sing somebody else's song and make it theirs.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
very rare, but
definitely.
he definitely did that.
Okay, and then Tracy said Karen Carpenter is my top female favorite ever. I love that we threw some diversity in here. Okay, I skipped that and I'm gonna come back to it. All right, but no, I love that. Okay, so then Fun Lover wants qualifications about her life story. Is this based on looks or how amazing I am. I need to know which top string that she's calling in. So,
Wow.
okay. I would say, fun lover, this is the story of your life. So now, while you wouldn't want someone who is facially unpalatable, or as they say in colloquial terms, busted, while you might not want that, this is the story of your life. So sometimes if the person can act, we will take, I don't think she's as aesthetically pleasing as I am. I don't think she's as cute as I am, but I think she can play me. So you have to make that decision on whether you're going to go down on the looks department and up in the talent, or if you can find somebody that can encompass the fun lover beauty with the acting skills. Kevin Porch, who's playing you? Miller, who's playing you? Priest Magic, who in the world's playing you? Okay, so Toy said Luther remade and covered a lot of Dionne Warwick songs. I didn't know that. And Priest Magic said the lead singer of the Delphonics. Oh, the Delphonics could definitely sing. I didn't know the lead singer's name. William Poogie, is it Ha or Hall? But Poogie was singing. Okay. Wicked World is one of your songs that she didn't like at first, but it grew on her. The story of my life. Who is playing you in the story of your life? Who looks like me a little bit? But they would have to speak well, but be relatable. Oh, this okay. Let me think about this.
He's still talking about
Okay.
songs and singers.
The lead singer of the Shalites, Eugene Record. That what a cool last name. Who's playing you?
Who's playing me?
Yeah.
If I'm basing it straight off who I think could nail me acting wise, I would have to go with Denzel Washington.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to give away the aesthetics to nail the essence of the person.
I trust in his acting ability to pull me off like accurately to a T.
Okay. All right. So even though he don't completely look like you feel like
They might have to make him a little light skinned for the movie. Give him a curl or two. I would trust in Denzel.
Okay, I think that's a good one. Okay, let's see who y'all think are playing you. All right, Diamond Davis said, I feel like Keke Palmer. It says Lake, but I'm assuming this is Keke. I feel like Keke Palmer would, oh, they're laughing at the Denzel. Lighten him up some and put him on there. Okay. Fun Lover
Lighten
says,
him up, give him a
I'm going
curl.
to give both ounces anyway. Looks, I think only Amber Riley would do me justice. Talent is going to be Viola Davis. She's going to bring my struggle to life.
That's the lady who played in Fences, right? And that's the lady from Fences with Denzel, right? Viola Davis.
Okay, Priest Magic, the story of your life.
Antoine
What
Fisher.
actor is playing you? Okay, so okay. Bianca said if Vanity was alive, possibly her as far as appearance. Y'all do favor. Okay, who is Rachel Farrell? Okay, so thank you, Toy, because I was like, who looks like me? I'm not sure about this. But because of the core of my being, I would go with him and pick an actress that could just bring the emotion of my angst, my pain, my trauma. I think I would go with that over does she kind of look like me? I think I would do the same thing. Okay, but I'm going to look up Rachel Farrell because I don't know who that is. I want to see how much she looks like me. The Atticus, who's playing you in the story of your life? What actor is playing you? And then Fun Lover said yes. Celsi said yeah for Viola Davis. Priest Magic said my father will be played by Samuel Jackson. He's putting relatives in the movie. And I'll be played by Lawrence Fishburne. That's a power lineup right there. It's a power lineup. Okay, and Diamond Davis said she played the Woman King. So Phone Lover saying, yes, you got the right person. Deaticus said, yep. Deaticus, we're waiting for you to say, who are you? And it doesn't matter if the actor is no longer with us. So if you want to go with James Earl Jones or the guy Chadwick Boseman, if you want to go with, it doesn't really matter. Who's playing you? Oh, that's a good one, Miller. Okay, Deaticus said the Woman King was great. Miller said Queen Latifah.
I actually think that would be a good match too.
Is playing her.
Latifah.
Queen Latifah can act. She can. That woman can act.
And the look is actually close enough to make it make sense.
And she can act. And she got the little fun lover. She said she'd like to see Thandie Newton play me. She's petite. She's got the hair. There is a resemblance, and she can act. Okay, accept it. Oh, okay. So when we start giving out the rights, we already know who we need to hire. Okay, Denzel for you and Thandie for me. That's why y'all are family. Okay, the Atticus said, a suave Sidney Poitier is gonna play him. Priest Magic, you with Sydney as well? We got 2 Sydneys. Okay, and then Toy says she's gonna go with Pam, Tashina Arnold. Okay, Miller's laughing at your Denzel. He's definitely laughing at your Denzel.
Give a little light skin on a curl or two. He can pull it off.
Yeah, we trust Thandie and Denzel to bring us to life.
Absolutely.
That's why we be needing y'all. Okay, Tracy, who? Now I know that Tracy is a woman of thought. Mm-hmm. Tracy, I know that you have done a lot in your life, and you will do more. Who can bring that elegance, but also your humor? Who you think can bring that to life, Tracy? Who are you trusting with your life story? Now, y'all, we will be on set, and we will be with the script writers. So even young Denzel will get some counsel on how to bring that Barnes essence to life.
Kevin Porch said Martin.
Okay,
Going with Marty Martin.
All right, Kevin Porch is going with Martin. And I think, so, Ice Cube actually can act. They said that Ice Cube can play you as well. Because he can act and he can do the lyricism part as well.
Right.
Kevin Porch said, let's not get twisted though. A young Martin.
But this is the one where we're not embracing the fat. We don't embrace the fat on this.
I think the Brett has not.
We don't embrace the fat Martin.
I don't
we
think
want
it's been
Skinny
embraced.
Martin on this.
Yeah,
You got to put that out there.
I think that's correct.
Skinny Martin.
All right. So who is that sings the story of my life? Bianca, who is that? Is that Harry Styles? Or One Direction. I think it's One Direction. But yes, the story of my life. Okay, I like this. These are good.
That's it.
All right, and thank you, Fun Lover, because I didn't want to have to do auditions and everything, but so now I can just go straight to Thandie. All right, sir, you're up next.
All right. Creative things you say when somebody is overstaying their welcome.
Oh.
And you want them to get the hell out.
Wait, overstaying their welcome as they're visiting, or are they in your house and they just stayed overnight?
No, they're visiting.
Okay.
But you want them to take their ass home.
All right, and then Fun Lover says, if we could just make him a little thick, she could see Terrence Howard for you.
Yeah, I think Terrence Howard probably can pull a good movie.
All right, Denzel or Terrence? Denzel, preferably. I saw your face. You want the Denzel.
I think Terrence Howard could do a good job.
And he does. There is at least the light skinned in this. You got that already.
Yeah, and he could easily get a curl out of life. So I think he. That's a good.
And
pick.
he did rap in it's hard out here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he could.
When
pull
he's
it
trying
off.
to get this money
I
for
would
the
be
rent.
confident that he would do a good job.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, good night, Fun Lover. Okay, Tracy's still thinking. I know for somebody of your many talents, I was like, who would play her? But only you can decide that. Somebody gave me Thandie, and thank goodness for that. Okay, what you got next, sir? Hit the like button.
I already said it. Nobody answered you.
What was the question?
I haven't forgotten now.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
creative things to say when
Okay,
someone is
Toys in.
overstaying their
She's
welcome.
going to go with the old school classic.
And you want them to go home.
Yeah, she's going to go. Okay. Okay. All right. So Fun Lover said good night. She gonna keep it simple. Toy's gonna keep it simple as well with the old school. You ain't gotta go home.
Gotta get the hell out of here.
That's correct. Priest Magic said my kids gotta go to work tomorrow, so so it's time to go to sleep.
Fun Lover said no. That's what I'm saying. Good night.
Good night. Okay.
Translation.
Oh,
Get out.
The Atticus said
Classic.
Okay.
What you about to do? Classic. That job is definitely an overused classic. What you about to get into? Wait for them to answer, and then you come back with, I'm going to go ahead to bed, call it a night. What you about to do?
Okay. Now, I'm gonna piggyback off his question. For people Kevin Porch said, what you about to get into. A
Absolutely.
deviation from the old school classic, what you about to do. Books you ain't about to do here. Okay. I don't get this one.
Hold on.
I think there might be a typo in yours, Bianca. Oh, I think she's saying you walk through the house having stomps in your step to illustrate to them that you're getting irritated and they need to go. Oh,
She
dang.
ain't say nothing.
She Toy got the Martin. Step. Step. Don't let the doorknob hit you. Do you want these people to return to your house at some time, Toy?
Now, question.
Okay.
Have you ever...
Hey, what time is it? hey.
Oh, damn, 9:30. Woo! Hey, get up at 6. What you about to do?
Oh, you jumping up on
You got to combine them joints sometime. I ain't know over 9:30.
You done doubled them up. I love it. I love it.
Now, piggybacking off of that,
Okay.
have you ever had somebody in your house that you have given hints to get out and you had to kind of triple or quadruple them because they weren't getting it the first time? Or did you ever just flat out have to tell somebody you got to go home? You gonna have to roll.
I have had
bruh.
to do that. I've had
You gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I ain't saying where you got to go.
Tracy got to, what she say, simply let them know they need to roll. The night is moving on.
It's not about the night. It's not about the
I
night.
really did enjoy it today, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta roll.
The night's moving on.
The night
That's
is
it.
moving on.
Correct. I need you to move with the night.
Translation.
That way. Yeah, move with the night.
You ain't got to go home.
I think it's kind of that. She's telling them the night is moving and to go with nature. How kind is that?
It's moving on.
Yeah, it's moving. You gotta move too. Go with the nature. Go with nature.
Hold on, what priest
Oh,
might
no.
say? I'm about to turn off the water. Get electricity.
For the night. Ooh, gotta prepare the house for the night. Electricity's going off right about now. The water's about to follow. Oh, what you about to do?
The water and the electricity,
Dang,
though.
Okay. Diamond Davis says she would ask if they need a ride. Oh, no, not Miller. Okay, hold on. They're coming in quick now. Wait, Fun Lover said, I have been put out less than gracefully, but I have never had to do the putting out.
How did you get put out?
Oh, that's a good
She
question.
said less than gracefully,
Okay.
so how did you
Miller
get put
said,
out?
my stomach is bubbling. What you finna do?
Not the stomach bubble.
I thought that would come from Toy, to be honest. I expect that from
Oh
you.
my God. The
Diamond
bubble
Davis
gut.
did say, I would ask if they need a ride. Bianca's laughing. And Toy said, yes, you have to be blunt and straight to the point sometimes. Okay. Now, along those lines, if you have a relative that is older, aunt, okay, so in melanated circles, them older people hold a line of respect. If you was raised any type of right, they hold a line of respect. So I have aunts to this day, right, that it's just certain things I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna say thank you, I'm gonna say no, just like I did when I was 2 to 6 years old. It just, that respect is there. So if you have an aunt or a mother or an uncle or someone who holds rank over you in a familial status, and they are on the phone. My aunt, the struggle to get her off the phone is real. If you have someone like that and you need to end the phone call, how do you do it? How do you do it?
Sometimes I just hang up. Just keep it trail with you. You're not about to hold me against my will on the
But
phone.
this is a beloved older aunt.
And I still love you. You still love. But what I don't love is how long you hold me on this damn phone. I got to go. I will just hang up on your ass. Classic excuse.
The phone dropped.
My phone died.
Okay, I
I'm
did
going to
die.
just block you for a couple hours and then unblock you in case you call me
I
back.
couldn't get back through.
Now my phone
Phone
died.
was tripping. Phone was tripping.
This charger ain't no good. I'm going to Five
Oh
Below tomorrow.
wow! Oh wow! All right. So Toy said Miller got the bubble guts. We did get that. Kevin Porch said, yeah. At that point, I just said you got to leave. Priest Magic said all you got to say is do you want the Uber Shell or do you want the Uber Special?
Now you getting home again?
Are you paying for the Uber Special? Oh, okay.
Not.
And then Fun Lover said our friend's husband came home and stared at us. Wow! Until we figured out we were supposed to go home. So
But
you telling
sometimes
me
silence is
he just came in the
silence
living
is
room and
enough.
was like,
Translation. Get
crazy. Like, just silence and just sitting there. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. And then Tracy Rooker said, night, day, whatever. The day's moving, the night's moving, the morning's moving, but you got to go. Okay. Uber share or normal Uber? Priest Magic's asking. And then Toy said that she caught the stomach flu from me. Sorry, Miller. Bianca said, repeat the question. When you're on the phone with somebody and you want off badly, but your respect level keeps you from roughing it like this one.
No, I'm gonna just hang up.
How do you escape? How do you escape? Okay, Toys with you. I just hang up.
If the call ever dropped when we was talking and I didn't call you right back, most likely you was talking too damn much and I needed to go.
Toy said the same thing. I just hang up. Priest Magic said,
Click.
just go super
I'm out.
hard and be like, hey, look at me, check on that P12. Oh, with the 88, the boss.
Oh my God.
Not that you haven't done it. Okay, so Diamond Davis said, I would tell my mom the boys are fussing and fighting. I got to go. Kids are good. Kevin Port said it. Let me tend to these kids always work. Because that's true.
That means I have no more time to entertain you being here.
That's
My
true.
focus has now shifted.
To the children.
Translation, you ain't got to go home.
No, I think he's getting off the phone with the children.
Oh, off the phone. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
off the phone with the children.
Got you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a game changer. Okay, and then Fun Lover said yes, he did come in and do this, and then they figured out what the world's going on here.
Well, if I don't hang up, here's a few. Well, let me go ahead and cook my food.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to wash these dishes. Well, let me go ahead. I'm about to go take me a shower. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to get you in. I'll go ahead and take a shower, bro.
What if it's not bra and you say I'm about to go ahead and take a shower and it's a woman?
Boo-boo. All right, boo-boo, got to take a shower. No. One way or another, though.
She's getting up out of
Those
there.
are the ones. Those
Okay.
are the ones.
So all right. So
Or-
Bianca's. Oh wait.
Or have a creative one.
Oh no.
It's beautiful. Say, hold on. Hit the mute button for about 10 seconds. Then unmute it. I'm going to call you right back. That's Miles.
Okay. How can
Or
you?
my boss or somebody important that trumps.
Your call.
Trump, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So Bianca said, I will act like the phone died and cut it off for
What?
the night.
Hold up.
Okay. Fun Lover said either be honest or hit the mute button and continue business as usual. So keep them on the line, but hit the mute button and go about your daily activities. Okay, Priest Magic. I'm gonna need your phone to get on that new drug that be on the TV commercials. I'm gonna need your phone to take that new drug that's on the TV commercials.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Diamond Davis said, hang up and put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and then later tell them my phone died.
Hey.
Okay,
great
Diamond
minds
Davis
think
said,
alike.
facts,
Great
100%
minds
Charles.
think alike.
Okay. Tracy Brooker, this is one lovely ethical individual right here.
I like y'all.
Yeah, we have to really, no, Tracy Brooker is a high caliber woman. She said, hey, I really have to go. Have a great day. Love you. Talk soon. And
Oh, my God.
she doesn't give way for the comeback or the extension. Love you soon. And then bam. Okay, or click. That's it. I always give room for them to say something back, and then I get stuck some more. Okay. Love you. This is really work calling. Okay, yeah. And sometimes it really do be work calling, and I miss my work call, and I'm a freelance consultant. I can't be missing work calls. But so that's it. Don't give room for the wedge, the conversation wedge. Okay. Fun Lover said, I'm doing the dishes, taking my shower, cooking. All this happening on mute. So the phone just dead.
They just yapping.
Shut
You ain't responding back at all. Talking enough for the both of us.
Okay, and then Kevin
Oh,
Porch
man.
said he got a boo-boo. I'm out of there. You only have to tell me that once. Yeah, you only got to tell me that once. I'm out. Definitely.
That is so true.
One of your lines got a whole song, cuz. Okay. And then Fun Lover said, good night does not work for some people. They will plow right through your
That
good
is
night.
so true. I've definitely had some people who was not respecting my exit.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
what did I do? I just hung up.
Okay. All right.
Oh, this don't get it.
Okay,
Whoa.
Priest Magic is back in the chat, and he's
Uh-oh.
on one tonight.
Let's get him. Hold on. My people need to call the vet. I'm gonna use it. He said my pit bull need to call the vet now. Let my dog use the phone. Oh man, y'all funny as well.
Oh my
man.
goodness, this is ridiculous. All right. So, Fun Lover said, Grandma, which happens to be mine and Priest Lover's mother, once asked if I was busy. I said, yes, this is not a good time. And she proceeded to tell me about her day. That's why I asked you about family that trumps your personal status in life. They're hard to get off the phone because your respect level won't let you rough them. But at the same time, they're keeping you from critical things, and they don't be quiet. Like, so their day consists of all the details.
Classic.
So yeah, they're a little stickier to get around. All right, but I like Tracy's. Don't give room for that conversation wedging because that gets me stuck every time.
Great.
All right, what you got, sir?
What's back on me?
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. Okay. So, you leave your current job for a new job with way better pay. Most money you've ever made.
Woo.
And there ain't no other jobs available that can match what you're making now. First month you're working there, greatest job you ever had. Love your boss, everything. Say it's your dream job. But then your boss calls you into his office and tells you that he's retiring and will only be there for 2 more weeks. 2 weeks later, you come to work and you find out that your new boss is a bitter ex that you dumped.
Oh man. Oh man.
That is determined to make your life miserable. What do? Do you keep that job and thug up through it?
This one's rough.
Or do you find another job
This one's rough.
and take less money?
All right, while
To save
they're
yourself some peace
thinking
of
about that, okay. Fun Lover said, okay, wait, hold on. Bianca said someone can pass gas loudly in the background on the call and said they really got to use the bathroom. So you have a tag team partner in this? So just someone can do it, meaning you're not doing it. Are you in with this?
What are we talking about?
Okay, Bianca said to get off the phone, somebody can pass gas in the background and then say they really got to use the bathroom. Who is her tag team partner? I'm trying to figure out.
In the background?
Yeah.
Oh, you can count on me. Come
Anything
on.
for my little sister. Anything for my little sister. Okay. Big brother duty. Big brother duty. Okay, and then Fun Lover says she did indeed get the muting. Kevin Port said, hey, Priest Magic's on one. I don't know what's going on or what's in the water, but he is indeed on fire.
Definitely.
What
is
type
on
of fire?
fire.
I haven't figured it out yet, but he's on fire. Okay, Diamond Davis said if you on full time wait, what's FT?
FaceTime.
Oh, thank you. Just stop moving so your grandma can blame the devil. Oh, David. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Oh Lord, the devil and got into the phone call. I can't even see my grandchild good. That's hilarious. Fun Lover said, I'm out. I found a new job that day. I've had jobs that I cried on in my commute every day. Never again. Now I think, and this is a tricky Rooker type of question. I think when your mental health is at stake, I've done it too. A lot of us have stayed in the job just for the economics because if we've gotten a more expensive apartment or house or condo or whatever, and we know the car note is more expensive based on that job, we'll stay in it. What I've learned over the years is that mental health aspect of it, if I have to downsize, that's just what it is. There is nothing.
I will gladly take less money.
Yeah,
and
there's
keep my
nothing
peace.
worth that mental health aspect that you're losing in terms of that. So I'm with Fun Lover. Tracy Rookert said, don't answer yes or no when they ask if you're busy. That's a trap question. I will first ask, why? What do you need? I always answer that first. You busy? I'm not doing much. And then I really am doing something, but it's sometimes you are busy, but you'll say, no, I'm okay.
Oh no, you definitely always gotta.
But you actually are busy.
You always appear busy. Just go with you're busy, but find out why they need to know
No.
if you're busy.
Okay.
Then you decide.
Yeah.
Then
No.
you decide.
That's a trap question. That's it. Because sometimes I really am busy, and I'm not lying by saying I'm not. It's just more like a pleasantry. No, I'm good with that.
Right.
And then they hit me with the list, and I'm like, I'm busy, and then it sounds fake. But I really was busy, but I'm being pleasant and polite, and it gets me hemmed up. Tracy Rooker be dropping game in here, y'all. She be dropping it. All right, Kevin Port said, I'm a thug through it. Ain't no ex running me from the bag.
I hear that.
Especially if
that.
she's an ex. I know that. I left you for a reason, girl. You're not messing up the bag. Fun Lover said, yes, that's exactly why I was there. My piece was worth so much more.
I'm going with the piece.
Bianca said, yes, it's not.
I mean, I quit right away, but at the point where I'm ready to throw off a balcony or something, I quit.
You got to go. You got to go. Okay. And then Fun Lover said, I said, yes, how is there wiggle room there?
Okay.
What is she talking about?
No, I'm looking at
Okay.
Toy's comment.
Diamond Davis said, I'm keeping my job because I've grown to the point
she
where I
trying
can
to do-
tune a person out and still get my job done.
Okay.
Okay. Priest Magic is a king of the tune out. Oh, if you ever wanted a tune that was out, that's your boy. What?
Keep reading.
Oh no. Okay. So Toy
Oh, my
said,
God.
I'll keep the job and document everything that the ex does, not of policy, so that I can sue my ex and the company. Cha-ching! Okay. And
That's
then,
what's up.
okay.
That's what I was laughing at.
Priest Magic be like, baby,
Oh,
I
my
missed
God.
you. And date her until you find a new job. Smooth criminal. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Down! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I like these
Girl.
answers. I love it.
Okay, of all the workplaces you had to walk into mine.
Yeah,
Go.
baby, I'm glad we done ran into each other again.
I was thinking about you, but I couldn't. I know I'd get in touch with you.
Let's rekindle this flame. This is God. He brought us back together.
Let's not put
for a
God in
reason.
this one. This is kismet. And then, okay. Then Miller says, I'm staying and coming in looking good every day.
I hear that.
Okay. Now,
Get that bag.
in the job situation, not in this scenario, but in the job situation, most of us have been written up at work, either justifiably because we did do it, or we really didn't do it and somebody's tripping.
Now, that's interesting.
What?
I deserve to have been written up so many times.
And the times they wrote you up, you were innocent.
I've never been written up.
Well, really?
I've never been written up.
Didn't they write you up that one time and it was completely wrong?
When?
I thought they...
I've never been
Okay.
written up at no job.
Oh, really?
I deserved it. I
That's
definitely
why-
had
that's why I'm-
some
that's
right
why I'm
culpable
surprised.
offenses. I've never been written up at a
That's
job.
amazing. That's amazing.
I got away with all kinds of stuff they should have written me up for.
That's amazing. I know your work
I've
history.
never been written up.
Especially your
Never.
younger day work history.
Oh, he was a savage. He gave 0.
This is true. This is true.
And dared you to challenge
Yeah,
his
that's
lack
true.
of a giving.
That is true. When they challenged it, you actually told them how they were wrong and
Oh, yeah. I'ma
miscalculated the
shut 'em down.
situation. That is correct. That's correct. Oh my! Remember the man in the elevator who actually what was his car?
Oh, yeah. He tried it.
Tell the story. Tell the story. Tell
He
the story.
tried.
Yeah.
No, you tell it.
Okay. So Eclipse was working as lead security for an unnamed company in DC, and I think was there a Marriott parking or something under your? There was a
A
public
parking garage.
a parking garage in the building that he was
I
securing.
think it was colonial parking.
Okay.
I think.
So-
I don't know what it was.
Just in case you were accosted or you were a woman and you just didn't feel comfortable walking into the parking lot, the elevator had a button where you could press it and it would go to the security booth, so it would come to him or whoever was on duty. So there was one time that a man stepped into the elevator and pressed the button, and what did he say? Something to the effect of, "I need somebody in here now. I can't find my car." And his tone was buck, let's say. What had happened with you?
Well, first of all, he was in the wrong spot. Where his car was had nothing to do with my building or the company I worked for.
Okay.
So he was totally in the wrong, and he was like really talking real disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
So what had happened after that?
So, on duty in full uniform,
On camera.
on camera, his reply was, I know the first thing you do is better take that bass out your voice and the gruff in his voice and the challenge of.
And I was on the phone with you during the time, so you heard everything in the background.
I was shocked because I've always been like customer service, like, yes, sir, no, sir. And so the gruffness of, if you don't take that bass out your voice, the implication was I'm going to be in the elevator next and you ain't going to like it. The man immediately was like, no, my bad. And I was shocked because I was on the phone. He didn't hesitate.
That's naturally who I am. I don't play that.
So, and I said, you're at work.
Talk to me all
and you
crazy.
said, did he take the bass out his voice? So he said, and then after that, he said, and it's not my car. He was like, how you going to call me and find your car? If you lost, and then something smart to the effect of, if you lost your own car, you're not that bright, so you don't need me for help. You need to be calling somebody else. I was floored.
What was the classic line?
And then the man started apologizing to him. I said, you got this man apologizing in the elevator? And he was like, I guess he don't want me in there with him. So I was floored. So the fact that you have never been written up.
You don't remember the classic line I told him? What did I tell him?
You did not tell him that.
You heard it. Man,
I didn't know.
laughed about that for years.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't remember?
I do remember.
When I told him I will not. Yes, that was that day.
You told him that?
Yeah,
okay,
that was
so
him.
this line became a mantra or the Eclipse slogan at work. What did you tell the man to finish the conversation on the elevator?
I told him I will not be punk.
I had never heard these two
I
words
will
used
not
together.
be punked. BITCHED. I will not be punk.
Yeah. And so
Refuse.
He
I ain't having it.
He had a subordinate on duty. Subordinate was on the floor, and then I was just in shock on the phone. But and after that, we didn't hear from the man on the elevator no more. I guess he ended up finding his own car. So congratulations on them non-write-ups, because
I've never been.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Never.
Young Eclipse was a savage at work. He was a savage. Like he wasn't having it.
I do not believe in the customers always right policy.
They're wrong a lot. They are wrong a lot.
I whoop the customer's ass.
That,
Customer out in the heartbeat.
Yeah, that Young
I
Eclipse
have done both.
did not have a cut card. He has mellowed out through the ages. But
I'm different now.
there was lack of a cut
But
card.
back in the day, nah. You catch it ASAP.
Okay. All right. Toy says she's never been written up. And then at Diamond, I'm like, morning. Oh, okay. And then I think Miller's throwing cute names at him, like, morning, Stink, and she's looking all cute. Okay. So Tracy said, if I'm making enough money, you are paying me to ignore the stuff so I can give whoever it is whatever they want for their 8 hours of pay as long as I'm not going to jail.
Makes sense.
Are you paying enough digits? I really don't care much about your personality. Watch me ignore your crazy and still deliver. She got all three of them. All three of them. Ignore and still deliver top-notch results. This is one elite class woman.
She said he had that Terrence Howard voice.
Lower that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
You
believe
gonna take that bass out your voice, man.
it was.
You think you talk to, man?
So
Oh, man.
we're gonna have to start making notes for young Terrence. Okay. So all right. So I have been written up, but I am like Tracy. I work at very high caliber. So usually when I've been written up, to be honest with you, it's because I've said something that has hit a nerve with the company. Like, what y'all are doing is unethical. Can you please stop it? Or this is borderline illegal. So I've been written up not because I technically was doing the wrong thing, but because, quite frankly, they didn't want to hear it. And so if you feel like that your boss is asked, do you sign write-ups? I refuse. And sometimes they'll be like, well, you have to sign this or we're going to fire you. I refuse. I'm not signing that. Because signing it means you acknowledge it. And they're like, what does it mean you acknowledge it? It's like a ticket. It just means you received it. Mm-hmm. You can document I received it. Email it to me. You can prove I received it. I'm not signing it. Or if they forced my hand, like when I was younger, like, well, you have to sign it. This is our policy. Then what I would do is I would put lines through everything that I didn't do. I would literally draw a line through it. And then I would put an asterisk and an arrow. And at the bottom, I would put, I categorically deny and disagree with, A, B, C, D, E, F, the truth about the situation is, and they would be like, we don't have time for you to write all that. You want me to sign it, don't you? Well, then I can't sign something that's materially false. So I would rewrite at the bottom everything and put asterisks, and then I would sign it. And there was no way by the time I put lines through to my initials that they could like make it like I didn't do it, that they could forge it like I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would do if I was forced to sign it. But now I just wouldn't sign it because I'm at, we work to the stage where we work for ourselves. But before, if I was forced to sign it, then I would just rewrite it and cross out everything I didn't agree with. And that used to drive them crazy. They would be threatening me, and I was like, I either have to sign it or I don't. And I cannot sign something that's false. You already put down what you said. Now I'm putting down what I said. You're going to take the same action anyway, so I'm putting down what it is. And that's how I learned that if you file a claim later, like you get fired or something for, unlawful retaliation, that document that you wrote all over and disputed what they said comes in clutch. It comes in clutch. I've had to use one of those a few times in life, and it came in clutch. I didn't even know at the time. I just knew I didn't agree. Okay. So let's see here. What else we got? Okay, so then, all right, that's it. All right, sir, back to you. And then I think that you have some, I think you have are you doing a live Music Monday presentation?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Diamond Davis said, man, I get written up all the time. It's really a miracle that I still have a job. I understand. I do understand. You keep working though, Diamond Davis. It's hard out here in these economic streets.
But no, all this stuff is just for fun. So at the end of the day, this trivia, these questions, it's just for fun.
Okay.
Not to be nothing literal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next question, though. You hanging out with your friends at a party. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, depending on which gender you are, calls you, asks you where you are and what time you'll be home. You're not honest about where you are. You tell them you're somewhere that you're not. But you say you'll be home in a couple hours.
Okay. I'm at the office, baby. So you don't tell them where you really are.
No.
Okay, at this party having a good time.
You partying with your boys or your girls, having a good time. But when they ask you where you are, you're not honest.
Okay.
20 minutes later, they walk into the party that you're at, holding hands with somebody you beefing with. What do you do?
Now you done
Do you
lied.
try to find a way to sneak your way out of there?
Oh, man.
So they don't see you? Do you confront them? What do you do?
I can't take this one lying down. Something's got to happen.
I'm gonna get me some video footage.
I'm gonna see what y'all say first, and I got a couple.
Sneak my way up out of there.
I got a couple ideas.
Yeah, let me see what they say.
All right, I got a couple ideas. All right, so
let me say it again in case y'all didn't get it.
Okay.
You're out partying with friends. Your girlfriend or boyfriend calls you while you're at the party and asks where you are. You tell them you're somewhere else and that you'll be home in a couple of hours. 20 minutes later, they walk into the party that you're at.
Because they know they got a couple hours free.
Exactly. And they're holding hands with somebody that is the ops. Somebody you beefing with.
This is just not a random. It's somebody
it's the ops.
Oh, he done crossed several categories
the ops.
of no.
What do you do?
Oh,
do you lose your cool and forget all about that you done lied? Jump on them right then and there? What do you do? How do you handle that situation?
Wow. That's a lot. Kevin Porch, what's happening? What are you doing in this situation? That's a lot. Okay, so Bianca said, no, with the kind of boyfriend I would have, I would not be anywhere I'm not supposed to be. I would be with him. And I was thinking about that too. Okay, because if why wouldn't you be able to tell him you're at a party if you're really not doing anything? I was thinking about that. Back to Diamond Davis.
That's why I said it's just for fun.
No, I know. So, which is why everybody else is fine. Back to the hiring. Diamond Davis said, but when I think about it, we're short-staffed, and when customers come in and ask me hiring, I tell them, no, it's on a freeze. So because of her should be written upness, she ain't letting nobody else in the door just in case. So when people come in, are y'all hiring? Not right now. Not right now. And to be honest, Diamond Davis, are y'all hiring? You have a vote if you're the one voicing the decision. So you are not hiring. So she's like, we're not hiring. So then Toy said, I'm leaving the party, then go home and pack my bags, block his number because it's over. Okay. All
So
right.
you're not going to confront them at all. You're just going to roll out and call it a day.
Okay. A fun lover has follow-up questions.
Okay.
Wait. Am I only with my friends, or am I also with some company? How scummy am
No.
I in the situation?
You're only with your friends. You just didn't want them to know that you was at a party.
Okay.
But you only with friends.
She said, because if my only lie was location, things are getting loud right about now. Right about now. It's about to get loud in here. Okay. All right. Now, if for some reason that I told, and sometimes it's not even cheating. Sometimes it's sometimes people intentionally try to protect with untruth. Sometimes it's not even coming from a bad place. So I'm going to assume that the reason that I didn't tell him where I was for some reason, like he knew I had a big project or something done that to do, and he would argue if he knew I was out there cutting the fool and where I had some responsibilities at home. So okay, I'm assuming that's why I said it. But if he comes in with someone that he knows that I grossly dislike, or someone that has wronged me in a large capacity, I don't see that in that capacity, and we're serious, that there would be any way that I could hold my cool.
Right.
Now, unlike many people, even though she's been described as an op, I'm not going after her. She has no allegiance to me. She's an op.
Right.
She's got no loyalty to me.
Right.
Allegedly, you did though.
Yeah.
So I'm not going after her. My beef is with him, and it'll be a short beef because we're done. We're done. If you can engage yourself to that degree with someone who you know has wronged me in some capacity, we have nothing else to discuss. And after this, as Fun Lover said, after it gets loud. But after that, we ain't got nothing to discuss. All right. And then, okay. So then Diamond Davis said, I'm sneaking out the back, and then I'm going to call him and let him know that the destination has changed, and I'm going to walk through the front door and catch him. And then everything's going up in flames. Okay. All right. Toy said no.
Oh,
No confronting him. Oh, so you're not confronting him. You're just going home and packing. I need to say something before I exit. I need to vocalize something. Miller said, I'm walking up and saying to him and her, hi.
So at that point, the fact that you even lied about where you was, that's old news. That's irrelevant at that point.
So
I'm walking up. Yeah, I lied. Hello.
Thought I was at work, didn't you?
But hello.
Yeah, thought I was at work. Okay. All right.
Look who
Toy
we
said,
got
I'm leaving
here.
with no explanation to him. He gets no closure. Tracy Rookert said, I like what Diamond Davis said. Hit the back door, then I do like that though.
Yeah.
Sneak out and sneak back in.
Sneak out and then come back in.
Absolutely.
Hit
Okay.
them right before you walk in that zone. Just letting you know, babe, I decided I'm going to stop by this party real quick, but see you in a couple hours.
That's diabolical. Fun Lover said, maybe I'm with Tammy and he don't like Tammy, so he wouldn't want to come, but you're with someone wild. Oh, we have to talk. You know, I still talk to Tammy, but we aren't supposed to be socializing with them. Okay, so all right, so I think sometimes they don't like your friend, so you will say, no, Tammy, I'm
Right.
at Starbucks. So,
Right.
and then he walk in with the ops. So, all right. This has been a very engaging conversation tonight.
yeah.
And it goes from diversity, equity, inclusion to getting written up at work to trying to get rid of your mom on the phone.
Tell them company they ain't got to go home. They got to get the hell out of here.
Absolutely. So I like this because it's always engaging. There's always laughter, and we can always agree to disagree,
Right.
which is becoming increasingly rarer in this world. The Jaguar commercial is the best thing I have. But when the shareholders were trying to tell Jaguar that they thought this was the wrong direction, Jaguar struck back with calling everybody that did not like the commercial vile. They said that there was hatred. They said that they called them, names that would insinuate that they were people who just didn't like the commercial because the commercial included people of different ethnic backgrounds, and a lot of people it was none of those things. I have stock in your company. This is going to cost me a lot of money, and I think that you didn't include me. But so I like that here, that when differences of opinion arise, that nobody is verbally assaulted, no one is shamed. We do laugh at each other, we laugh with each other, and everybody's voice is, oh no, I know something's coming. And almost everybody's voice. y'all be wilding sometimes. But
All the time.
everybody's
I love
voice
it.
is welcome.
Thank you for your wild.
Okay. All right. Barrington, that is correct. Okay. And
Barrington definitely
was
set
the
it
icebreaker.
off.
That is correct. I was trying to elicit a vision, and it looks like I hit the mark with that one. So yes, Colin Barrington III. And what was the final verdict? Now I need a Mark, or I need a Barry in the comments. If you would give the job to Mark, or you would give it to young Barrington III. Who say you? Remember, Barrington III is from the trailer park. Mark, we said, was from Southeast in the hood. Okay,
from Chesapeake
you own
Street.
the company. All right, who are you giving that generational wealth to? The Barringtons the third, so they can get out the trailer park finally, or Mark and the crew? Who you riding on?
I'm going with Mark.
You-
I'm gonna give that thing to Mark.
All right, drop Mark in the comments. Who are y'all giving the job to? You are the hiring manager. Drop Mark or Barry 3 in the comments.
Definitely going for Mark.
Diamond Davis is in with Mark for me.
Going for Mark.
Okay. All right, we got one for Mark.
We got two
Drop
for
it in the
Mark.
comments.
I voted Mark.
You gotta drop it in the comments. All right, either Mark or Barry 3. Who you riding with? You are the boss. Who's getting the job? I got one for Mark. Can you put your Mark in?
I have to physically put it in.
Put the Mark in. Okay, Mark wants your voice heard for his generational wealth security. All right, Miller, who's getting the job?
She was. I don't even know if she was here during that.
Okay, so all right.
she don't even know. What
So
we
Miller,
about.
based on no factors except for the name, DeMarquavius Jackson and Colin Barrington III. You know nothing else. Who are you giving the job to?
Who you hiring?
With no other details than those two things. Who's getting the job? Priest Magic, Fun Lover. Who are you hiring? Tracy,
I don't think Priest Magic was here. Oh no, he was here.
he was
killing
here.
it. No, I
Tracy,
forgot
I'd
he
love to
was
know
here.
who you'd be hiring. So we got 2 for young Mark. Okay, so DeMarquavius so far is in the lead. There are 13 people up in here.
Mark's killing it.
Okay.
Tough choice, but Mark. Oh, man.
Okay, Miller, no other information except it's DeMarquavius Jackson and Colin Barrington III up for a job. Who are you hiring? All right, so Mark is shutting it down. Okay, Fun Lover said either way, the paperwork looks wild, but yes, but you got to fill out one of them, Fun Lover. I need you to drop Mark or Barry 3 in the comments. Who you going with? Celsi said, yeah, Mark got my vote.
Mark
you
killing young
getting on the
Barry.
hood, Mark. That generational wealth
Yeah.
going away, young Mark. Okay, DeMarquavius is
Young
going to
Mark
come out
Mark.
on top. My faith in humanity has been restored. Young Mark's going to get a chance in life.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
man.
All right. Is there anybody for young Barry the Third? Anyone? Tracy, you're an enlightened woman. Anybody for young Barry the Third? Wow. Mark takes it home. All right, then. Okay. All right. Now, did you have something that you wanted to say or close us out with?
Thank y'all for coming. Good night. We ain't gotta go home. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Okay, I said she was an enlightened woman. Tracy said that between DeMarquavius and Colin Barrington III, she does at least want to see the resume. I love it.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
love
enough.
it. Okay. So, all right. So, based on, okay. Diamond Davis said, man, if Barry don't go fix a car or something.
Brother Barrington.
So, okay. All right. Wow. All right. Looks like the votes are in. So, it looks like that young DeMarquavius is on his way. He's on his way. Yeah, okay. The people have spoken. All right. Miller says she's hiring both. Are they going to both be part-time? You have one full-time position. Are you going to make them both part-time?
She said they make a great team.
We got a diplomat in the group. We got somebody diplomatic in the group. I'm going to give them both a chance. They'll both be part-time, but I'm going to give them both a chance. All right. All right, welcome to the team, DeMarquavius. All right, sir. What you got before we do the closeout?
I don't think I'm gonna play nothing tonight because I don't want to go.
Oh, through
We
the,
need
the
to-
oh,
yeah.
we need him down here.
Yeah, it's gonna be too long.
All right. So do you
We'll
want to
do
try
a
to do
test
that
run
next
in
week?
advance. Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
a test run in advance because I don't want to go through. No, it still doesn't sound like. Turn it up. Put off the noise count. I don't want to
And I
have to go
think
through that
each
tonight.
week we're learning something about the sound system.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
So
gonna say that for next week.
we're gonna ask y'all patience while we go through these technical challenges because we're trying to figure out how to consistently put music and mixed media and then eventually bring y'all in. Oh goodness.
She said I would like to see the spelling of Mark's government name.
It's in the comments. I dropped it in there. Mark's name is
So
in
they
there.
said she gonna hire Groverton too.
That's right. That's
Not
right.
Groverton.
If that's right. If Colin
That
Barrington
name
can get
is
out, then you take
crazy.
his brother Groverton Barrington out. It's out at the trailer park too. Are there solid?
Groverton.
No. Look at my last comment. All them. Don't you need all them letters to say DeMarquavius? It's all in the lettering. So Fun Lover, I spelled his name out in the comments. Welcome to the workforce, DeMarquavius. His name is there. That's a lot of letters. Okay. Celsius said, I feel you. Let me get back to this artwork since they rejected my first one. All right, good stream, folks. Diamond said, I think y'all need to do this like twice a week, please. Oh, Diamond! Girl, we just got back to doing it once a week. But we
Oh, you talking about do the podcast
Yeah.
twice a week?
All right.
I'd love to if we could.
All right, so we're gonna strengthen up our once a week and make it rock solid because sometimes we be missing weeks. But we've been on it. And then
That's
we're gonna
4 in a row, ain't it? Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
we've
4.
done it. Yeah. And then we're also going to make sure we show up to time and bring in these special, these special media things. And I think we're gonna be we doing
I
something
think it's
special.
about time we bring a guest in too.
Yes.
we need to bring a guest on.
So that would give us
And
the
get- we
opportunity
really be
to bring
cutting up
y'all
when
into
guests
the
be
room.
on it, yeah.
Yeah. And also we can interview guests like we used to do, but they wouldn't even have to be here. They could be from anywhere. So we're working on some things.
We gotta get Mike L. Sean back up.
That
on
was
here.
hilarious. So yeah, remember we used to do 5-second hits. We used to have
So
someone here.
we working on it, Toy. We definitely about to get back into the hit squad. Already got a lineup too. Let's go.
Our hit
coming
squad was
back.
crazy. So Tracy, what we used to do is we used to pick. He used to pick 5 artists that were up and coming, and I would pick 5 artists, and we would debut them here. And we had artists from all over the country that were just coming into the room because no one picks an artist and for free. It's like we're gonna showcase your music on our show. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah,
So
we played snippets of their videos, told everybody follow them, their social media, show
Yeah.
them big love.
we had Asian artists. We had artists from Indonesia. Remember that guitarist from Indonesia? He was unbelievable. We had rock
Oh
music.
yes, Gabby Moe, and I gotta get
We
Gabby
never
Moe
got
on
him
the
on
show.
here.
He
Yeah.
already said he'd do it, so we just gotta set up a day that he can make it.
All right, Fun Lover, we'll see you next week. All right. So, first of all, we want to thank y'all again. This is for a lot of people.
And Fun Lover, yes, definitely appreciate you. You've been consistent these past 3 weeks?
yeah, and cutting
And
up.
your presence
Yeah,
is
cutting
always
up.
a pleasure. Let me say that. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Diamond. The usuals, my usual squad. Toy, Miller, Pizza Furry ain't show up
Kevin
tonight, but I know
Porch.
she had to work.
Yeah,
Kevin
'cause-
Porch. I don't know what Bill's Wills in them is, but all of y'all, man, thank you.
Yes.
Y'all make the show. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
And I think Tracy adds a new element of elegance. She still gets down in the muck with us, but she always
no. Tracy.
she
been on
always
it.
rises and keeps it. She keeps it real, but it's just so elegant and classy. And sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
just very kind but straightforward and direct at the same time. I appreciate
Get a
it.
little more mature than we are. We act forward here. We about that
Yes.
fool Larry.
Yeah, Priest Magic kind of brings the
Priest
opposite
Magic
energy,
brings it
and
all
then
the
Tracy
time.
balances
All
us
the
back
time.
out. Like
Every single time.
Yeah, she balances us back out.
Nah, it's like it's a pot of gumbo. The ingredients of all these different characters is what makes the show.
Absolutely.
It's me and your chemistry, and then the squad
Yes.
combined, magical.
Absolutely. All right. So we've had a great time here tonight. We will be. Oh wait a minute. Let's check it out. Dion, what the deal is for next week? Are you good?
The
What
date?
this is the second? Would that be like the 9th?
Yeah, I'll be here.
We're back, y'all.
All right, we're gonna really try our best next week to start.
At 7, the time
At
that y'all
7.
picked. Okay. All right. So we've been consistent with being here because work gets in the way a lot. And now we're working on the time and the new additions. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here on Live Music Mondays. I am Patrice,
This is Eclipse.
and we are
Dark Squad Entertainment.
Drop a comment in the real comment section, and we'll see you Monday. Good night. Oh, Kevin Porch, you know Kevin Porch love the podcast. That's